Avengers Doomsday trailer has done one thing, and that is absolutely confused the shit out of me on whether I'm hyped or disappointed for this movie. Let me explain. On the one hand, we have some stellar looks at this film. Thor being taken seriously once more is a breath of fresh air and gives me fucking goosebumps. This sounds and looks awesome. I can't wait. I think it's fitting he's taken the role lead and he's the absolute standout of this trailer. We also have Doctor Doom's grand appearance. Not much shown yet, but rightly so, as it keeps the mystery alive and builds the hype nicely. His voice doesn't sound stupid at all, or like the Dr. Dolittle accent, which is obviously a big plus. Seeing him stop Stormbreaker with two fingers was the coolest shit ever, and a great subtle contrast to Thanos not being able to stop it even with the Infinity Gauntlet. The X-Men and Fantastic Four both look great here, which is surprising since I don't like Pedro Pascal in the slightest, but even I have to admit he was pretty fucking great in the Fantastic Four movie. So yeah, the X-Men and Fantastic Four look good here. Well, except for whatever the fuck they did to Mystique's wig, that's for sure. I also don't know why Gambit is here. I was convinced he had the greatest send-off in Deadpool and Wolverine, but either way, I hope they tone him down a lot to match the tone they're supposedly going for with this film. But on the other hand, we have everyone else, a bunch of people no one gives a shit about, if we're being honest. People like Yelena, Bucky, Ant-Man, they are all cool characters who I actually like quite a bit, but they don't have the pull for a movie like this alone. Surprised they didn't have Doctor Strange here, as I know he has a surprisingly big fan base, mainly due to the actor, but nonetheless his absence is felt here. Anthony Mackie's Falcon returns and I really like him, just not a fan of his Captain America. I hope Chris Evans takes that shit straight back and ditches the ridiculous black tea they've gone for his superhero look. But that's not the worst of it. The worst of it is people like Neymar, who has next to zero fans and absolutely no chance of generating any sense of hype, that's for sure. I like the Wakandans, but honestly, you tell me how you do big action scenes with them without it feeling extremely derivative of the scenes in Infinity War. All of this leaves me feeling super complex about this movie. I don't want them to spoil every character that's going to appear, but I also think you need a much bigger pull than what they've given us so far. The next trailer will definitely need to pull out the big guns, show more of Doctor Doom and what he's all about. And the way I would probably go about it is to start the trailer with Hugh Jackman's Wolverine doing his famous and charging at the screen or at Doom before swiping his claws and allowing the rest of the trailer to play out. You then finish the trailer with Tobey Maguire's Spider-Man swinging past the camera or landing triumphantly. That's how you would generate hype. It's pretty well known these two are going to be in the film, so why not use them? I'd love to see Tobey and Jackman joking around in interviews like Tom Holland and John Berthel have been doing for Brand New Day. It's a solid marketing tactic and would definitely get butts in seats. No reason to hide them from the marketing like they did Tobey in No Way Home, because we now know they both exist in this connected multiverse, so why not have some fun with them? Whatever they decide to do, it better be big and grand, because this trailer both got me much more excited for this movie and subsequently destroyed my engagement by showing me a bunch of action scenes I don't give a shit about, like the fights in X-Men Mansion and a bunch of ridiculously bland, boring characters who left me walking away from this trailer with a big resounding meh. Anyway, appreciate you watching, take care and be safe out there.